let's talk about the CPA in a bit. And this is global national median salary. It's not related to the US or specific market. It's done by Robert Half, which is a recruitment agency specialized in accounting. So we see the growth for accountants until 2028. They say there's going to be 6% growth in the demand for professional accountants. When I say professional accountants, I'm saying CPAs, CMAs, and CAs, whatever they are, professional certified. The average median salary within 3 to 4 years is around 134,000. Of course, ما عم نحكي بس salary. This is the average. In some countries, it's much lower. In other countries, it's much higher. But this is a global average if you take a mean average across all the globe. As a CPA, as a certified public accountant, you have a lot of choices where you want to work. You can choose public accounting. What we mean by public accounting is you work in auditing. تشتغلوا كمدققين محاسبين ب-audit firm. You can work in consulting firms. You can work مش بالaudit بس بالprivate sector, companies, as a finance manager, as a VP finance, chief financial officer. So you have the option to work in audit or in the private sector. You can work in government. A lot of CPAs work in governments, and a lot of CPAs who work in teaching, academia. So CPAs بكتير بلدان بالعالم يعادلوا CPA ب-PhD academically in terms of being able to teach at a university. In the US, in the Western world, most of accounting instructors now they're being hired as CPAs because they have the practical experience. So the scope is large where you can work. شو requirements for the CPA؟ بدكم يكون معكم شهادة جامعة معترف فيها, major in business with a minimum of 15 credits in accounting. So the rule is to sit for the exam, a bachelor degree or higher, major in accounting with a business major. So that's a requirement. If you don't have a university degree, you cannot sit for the CPA exam. And then you can sit for the exam. To get the license, you have to have between 1 and 3 years of experience. The experience, depending on what type of experience and which state board. If you have audit experience, it's 1 year. If it's an accounting experience, it's 3 years. If it's a combination, it's probably averages around 2 years. So the experience, it varies between 1 and 3 years. You have to pass the 4-part exam. The CPA exam is made of 4 papers. You have to pass each part with a minimum of 75%. الامتحان عبارة عن 4 parts. أول part بنسميه auditing and attestation اللي هو التدقيق خارجي. راح يكون معمول من 72 سؤال multiple choice questions و8 أسئلة we call it task-based simulation. أكترية examination professional qualifications are computer-based exams. يعني ما في قلم وورقة, بتقعدوا قدامه في computer and you sit and do the exam in front of a computer and you get your grades immediately. So it's a machine that corrects your exam. It's not a human being. So أول paper اللي هي auditing, عندكم multiple choice questions. 1 out of 4 is the right answer. And then you have 8 big cases where they put you on the spot and you have to assume the role of an auditor. And like the question can be اعملوا لنا audit opinion, produce an audit opinion, or construct an income statement. It can be anything. It's a 4-hour exam. The second paper is regulation. It includes, when we talk about a regulation, عم نحكي business law و taxes and governmental accounting. Again, it's a 4-hour exam, 76 multiple choice questions and 8 big cases. Then you have the financial accounting that we all know about. تتعلموه بالجامعة. It's a 4-hour exam with 66 multiple choice questions. And the last part is business environment and concepts. اللي هني 62 multiple choice questions, 3 essays and 4 cases, 4 hours. total examination is 16 hours, but you don't sit for it in one time. You can sit for any paper at any time. You pass it, you go on to the other paper, or you can sit for the 4 papers within the same week. It's up to you. The exam is on a computer based and then done on most of the year. You can sit for the exam. The average passing rate ranges around 2023 was around 51%. So the way we calculate the passing rate is we look at how many exams were taken and how many exams were passed. So if you take 4 parts and you sit for the 4 parts and you pass 3 parts, you're not a CPA, but you are 75% is your passing rate. So it's a 4-part. The international students, مثل Tunisia and this part of the world, have the same passing rate averages as the American. Will part that have the highest passing rate, ironically, is the regulation, the business law and the taxes. لأنه حفظ ما في يعني تفكير. You have to know the rules and the regulation. And the most difficult part they report is the financial accounting. And the lowest passing rate is in the auditing. I'm just giving you statistics, what's happening. Why? Majority of the people who take the auditing are auditors and they don't prepare for the exam. They think they know it. So the trick is forget about your experience. You really have to study and go through the system.
STC, your gateway to change.